So it goes down again here in the Annas, right off of a powerful prayer from a ministry of MARC QUARLZ, aka Ice Cold, sober rehabbing and turning his life over to God, has said that he has said a prayer for me from my hood of Santa Ana Root Card, the Santa Ana Root Card, Santa Ana Blood L's, sent me a message, said he sent me a prayer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's real light. He's real light on talking. So he doesn't talk a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge talker. Very outspoken, crazed, against the system poet, angered poet. Okay? Angered poet to live my life unfair. Thrown out here to live unfair. Could have been in the NBA, Division I ball player. And this is what the streets has made me. You know what I'm saying? This is what the streets has made me and thrown me to the alley. So I'm an alley nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm an alley nigga. There it is right there. I'm an alley nigga. Alley nigga of it all, man. Here it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Bristol Central. You know what I'm saying? Bristol Central of Santa Ana. Alley nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thug life. Of it all. Santa Ana 17th Street's Compton. You know this stuff stays going down, man. It gets ugly. So now, we go back. Now we go to the Hong Kong problems. We go to the Hong Kong problems, immigrant problems of the Annas, bro. With these, whatever they are, Asian, Chinese, Japanese, you motherfuckers are tripping. You motherfuckers got problems. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So what happened was, man, Ice Cold, MARC QUARLZ said a prayer. Said he said a prayer for me. And he said God had talked to him, but he can't see him. He felt that God who had said something to him, but he couldn't see him. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm out here in the SA streets battling through it all. And I'm ready to take my wings and just fly away. I'm really on edge of my soul leaving this body for many reasons. You know what I mean? So just know I'm saying my final farewells. You know what I mean? I'm saying my final farewells, and this was all to speak from the heart and the soul and teach from the struggle that we have to go through. It's been thrown out here in the hood. I could have been in a gated community. You know what I mean? I could have been America's #1 hero, but then I ended up America's thug. Stranded, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, you know, we had a little problem with some family business, a mechanic over here in the hood, Asian motherfucker who's having problems with alcohol on the job, chain smoking, drinking real hard, and I don't know whatever else he's doing. Some connection with the older brother that I hardly hear from. About one time out of the year, he's like MIA, tripping on his period, you know, whatever about that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's what he is, you know? I do me, he does him. Don't come around on no nonsense. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? But he be what he be. I leave him alone. I do got love for him, but I leave him alone. I don't think we're gonna be much of seeing each other a whole lot in this game. Just the way he's making things and how dysfunctional and crazy he wants to be on. And he's not a very friendly person or humble person. He's fueled by so much evil, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing each other a whole lot. We don't really mix. So anyways, You know what I mean? I'm not here to badmouth my brother and thing. A sign of it all. So I'm walking up. Mark QUARLZ, a.k.a. Ice Cold. Hood name, Ice Cold. You former from Santa Ana, Root Court. You know what I mean? Blood L's, you know what I'm saying? My nigga I grew up with, playing football, rocking heads to the hood, the streets. He tells me he said a prayer for me. You know what I mean? He says he said a prayer for me. So, I get out my car and I'm walking into this store. And this Asian motherfucker, man, this Chinese nigga, man, this Asian boy, we'll call it. I guess they the Asian boy Crips in Fountain Valley hood. Starts just, I don't want to say what part of Santa Ana. I'm just getting too much of my low out on here, so I won't say what part, but it's a terrible part of Santa Ana. It's a very terrible hood part of Santa Ana, bro. That they're just shutting it down and destroying everything, and it's just in poverty and craziness, and these people that are just working and stressed out and angry and evil and not having any fun in their life. They're not respecting the holy Sabbath. They're not serving the Lord's holy Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? They're pure just stressing out. And I'm coming with a whole new flavor of what I am. I'm having fun. I'm blowing up. And it doesn't mix 2 and 2. You know what I mean? So, in other words, being the most creative, best singer ever of all time, one of the best, next to Nate Dogg, next to Tupac Shakur, next to all these guys, even, you know, good as Elvis. It's quite a crucifixion. And it'll later on be the death of me that I even sang on this microphone to touch people, press people, and I would be abandoned and let down and thrown out of the labels and ignored and on, because the devil owns it all. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, back to my story. So I'm walking out there, I'm walking up, and this Asian boy is staring me down, giving me a real rude stare now. Or he's just tripping on me, wondering who I am, I guess. So here's the #1 war zone to break out over here in the Annas and things. You guys know what the #1 war zone is, right? It's in my hands right now. I seen he had a cigarette, as usual, like they always do. Like they always is doing, right? This be in the SA streets of Santa Ana. So I figured he's staring me down, so why don't I just ask him for a cigarette? Because he got a cigarette on him. He looking like a little bug out freaking situation, a little bug out guy, right? So I ask him for a cigarette, and he starts bugging out. He starts flipping out about the cigarette. Starts giving me some attitude, and he want to play some ignore game. And I'm like, well, why are you staring at me? So you want to stare at me, right? You want to stare at me, right? And then you don't want to share or even care and be on your little nonsense you're on. So I checked his suspension. I gave him a flinch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if it was such a good idea getting this alley boy affiliation tattoo, whatever, man. But I have banged on on about 5-7 people right on live to the streets, and I banged and been rolling people out real crazy, dude. So I don't know if it's the spirit of AB, but whatever the case is, I flinched at him. You know what I'm saying? Because he just was sitting there. And I'm like, why are you staring at me? I gave him a flinch. So I gave him a flinch. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a flinch. I said, you know what I mean? I just gave a little flinch. Let him know. Don't don't go there. Calm your little self down. You know what I mean? Gave him a little flinch, a little street hood flinch. Because he kept wanting to stare at me, but all of a sudden when it came to asking him for one of his little stress relievers, we'll call it, he want to start tripping. So all of a sudden he want to start tripping. So I gave him a flinch. You know what I'm saying? I said, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't take it there with me, bro. Calm your little suspension down. I don't know what's going on with these Asians, man. You know what I mean? And where they're coming from, and why they're hogging up all the jobs and being on the nonsense. They're in all the jobs. They're never out here on the streets. And the only people you see on the streets are black people. You see black people on the streets, or you see white people on the streets. But you don't see these people on the streets. They're in all these little dirty old shacks, miserable little shacks, and they're boiling away cigarettes and hard timing. And they always want to be staring. What's the staring? This staring thing with them. You know what I mean? So I just gave a little flinch, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, nigga? What's good? What's home? What's up? You staring at me. You tripping. But now you don't want to share a stress reliever, which is a hood. Realistically, it's a county hood disrespect. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So then you want to get greedy with your smokes, but you want to be staring me down. So yeah, that's how I basically just now in the hood now with my new AB, my new alley nigga in the alleyway, Inc. Fresh out of alley boys hood, rolled out another individual in self-defense, and it was in self. Trust and believe, it was in all self-defense. I wasn't starting it. He was staring me down, stressing out. Then he don't want to offer me he don't want to share his cigarette. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I basically banged from there. I banged basically from there, which is the what always will cause the war zone over here, because everybody's stressing out, smoking these old things and going nowhere. So yeah, man. And then it calmed down. I just went in the store and shopped like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, this alley boy tattoo, this alley nigga tattoo, this alley boy tattoo guy. Well, alley boy don't play games. Alley boy gets down. You know what I mean? Alley boy gets down, bro. They got hands, they got put-ons, they punch freaking you up hardest. I mean, nothing. I mean, the niggas we always got the most hands of everything, but these Mexicans are down, dog. They're down. You know, I'll say this much right now, that the Mexicans be more down than the niggas, really, on a military art form, because the niggas are getting real funny and strange and burnt out and running out on you. So I'll say as much, you know what I mean, about them, that those niggas is down and military wit days up over there. So I don't know. That's been like, now I can count so far. Been 5 people that I've had a DP in check and roll off the scene. One was right on live to QUARLZ Jr. And it keeps being these little working motherfuckers. It keeps being you people sitting in these freaking these whack little jobs, bro. It keeps being these people in these freaking in these whack little jobs that they can't get out of, bro. Burnt out, stressed out, going nowhere, and here I come as a celebrity, half man, half amazement, and it ain't clicking. It's bumping heads. So yeah, man, that's all I want to say, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is Santa Ana streets, man. You know what I mean? I'm right off of the scene, thug life. You know what I mean? It's be an alley nigga. It's be a nigga in the alleyway. You know what I'm saying? Bristol Central. You know what I'm saying? The hood, where it goes down. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop at Exodus 15. Moses' song. You know what I mean? Moses' song. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm going to stop right now. So I'm going to say, God bless everybody. MARC's prayer comes true. Ice cold. Ran them out. Beat them down. and got off the scene. And I'm, you know what I mean? And look, it's not that I'm proud of it, but I gotta protect myself in these streets. Ain't nobody here to protect me. My dad, I can't live with my daddy, okay? I can't live with my freaking aunts, okay? I can't live anywhere. Where ain't nowhere I can live. It's dysfunctional and crazy everywhere. I can't live with my sister. I can't live with my brother. So they'll turn the phones off and deny me and go off and do their nonsense. So I'm out here in the streets all alone, bro, battling all type of stuff, man. And ain't nobody here. Everybody's abandoning me. These women are out. They're gold diggers. They're getting in the car with these fools with a bunch of money, with big old jobs. I'm over here, bro, right? Banned from the recording industry, done the most amazing stuff. And what is it? They just getting rid of me, killing me and getting rid of the outlaws who got spots. Half man, half amazing. Just like Shakur, bro. But worse, worse. Shakur did what he did wrong. He was doing wrong and he got popped, bro. I was doing the right thing. You can't do right here. What can you do right in this world? What can you, bro? They got us stranded over here in SA, bro. It's practically the county jail, bro. Hey, it's practically the county jail over here. Harbor Boulevard, freaking Bristol Central. These places are, you know, even 17th Street, Santa Ana 17th, these places are like the county jail. So, it's just gonna end it right there, I guess. Went past 15, man. Check his suspense. You know what I'm saying? Right off of Ice Cold's prayer. MARC QUARLZ said a good prayer and everything, you know. I defend myself, and you know what I mean? Like I said, I gave him a little flinch. Well, I gave you that flinch, dog. You better back up. Better back yourself up on all this staring and stuff. Then you want to trip over an old cigarette, man. They're doing all this staring, then you want to trip over a cigarette, huh? Then what you staring at me for? Over here, see what these fools all about? You see what these fools be all about too? They be tripping, dog, and it's always some cigarettes going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, anyway, I didn't have to smack blood. You know what I mean? I didn't have to smack blood and throw that hook with the alley nigga on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm off the scene, man. You know what I mean? This be the alley nigga. This be the alley nigga of it all. You know what I'm saying? Outlaws who got spots, man. You know what I'm saying? Thug life. I'm out the scene. Beat up another nigga. There are about 5 people, fresh ink. It's still healing. And I banged on it and ran out about 5 people now. So, man, this thing is powerful, man. I'm gone. Fall of Babylon. I'm out.